Ladies and gentlemen, today I stand before you with a message of hope, strength, and resilience. A message that declares you are not defeated. No matter how fierce the battle, no matter how dark the night, victory is within your grasp. Life is a journey filled with challenges, hardships, and moments of struggle that test our strength and resilience. Often, these battles go beyond what is seen. They take place deep within our hearts, minds, and souls. Whether it is fear, doubt, temptation, addiction, or emotional pain, these struggles shape us and determine the course of our lives. Recognizing that life itself is a battlefield is the first step toward overcoming the obstacles that stand in our way. Many people go through life unaware of the true nature of their struggles. They may feel lost, overwhelmed, or powerless without realizing that their difficulties are not merely circumstantial, but are part of a larger, deeper conflict. Every person faces opposition, but few truly understand that the battle they are fighting is not just physical, mental, or emotional, it is spiritual. The forces that seek to weigh us down are not simply external, they are often rooted in fear, doubt, and deception. Recognizing this truth changes everything because once we identify the real battle, we can begin to fight it the right way. One of the greatest deceptions in life is the belief that we must fight alone. When struggles arise, it is easy to isolate ourselves, thinking that no one else can understand or help us. However, this is far from the truth. No one is meant to fight life's battles alone. We were created to depend on something greater than ourselves, to draw strength from a higher power. A soldier never goes into battle without armor, strategy, or a support system, and neither should we. Yet many people continue to struggle in silence, weighed down by burdens they were never meant to carry alone. Another important aspect of recognizing the battle is understanding that struggles do not mean failure. Many people believe that facing hardship is a sign of weakness, but in reality, struggles are often the training ground for strength. Just as a warrior trains for battle, every challenge we face strengthens us for greater victories ahead. Struggles refine us, shape our character, and teach us resilience. It is through difficulties that we learn patience, perseverance, and faith. Instead of seeing struggles as obstacles, we must recognize them as opportunities to grow stronger, wiser, and more prepared for the journey ahead. It is also important to realize that every battle has an enemy. In life, the enemy is not always what we think it is. Sometimes we believe that our greatest enemy is a difficult situation, a financial struggle, or a painful past. But in reality, the biggest battles take place within us. Fear, doubt, and negativity are some of the most destructive enemies working behind the scenes to weaken our faith and confidence. These battles are not won through physical strength or willpower alone. They require spiritual weapons such as faith, prayer, and wisdom. The moment we recognize that we are fighting against things that seek to steal our peace and purpose, we can begin to take authority over them and claim victory. Awareness is the first step to change. When we acknowledge that life is a battle and that we are in the middle of it, we shift our mindset from being victims to being warriors. A warrior does not run from battle, he prepares for it. Instead of feeling defeated by life's struggles, we must rise with a sense of purpose, knowing that every challenge is an opportunity to stand stronger. The key is to recognize the battle, understand its true nature, and equip ourselves with the right mindset and tools to overcome it. Victory is not reserved for the strongest, the most talented, or the most privileged. It belongs to those who refuse to give up. The battle may be fierce, but with determination, faith, and the right perspective, victory is always within reach. Faith is the foundation of true victory. Throughout history, the greatest battles have not been won by sheer strength alone, but by the power of unwavering belief. Faith is not just an abstract idea or a religious concept, it is the force that enables individuals to push forward despite fear, uncertainty, and opposition. It is the deep-rooted conviction that even in the darkest moments there is hope, and even in the fiercest struggles, victory is possible. When faith is strong, the impossible becomes possible, and obstacles become stepping stones to success. One of the most well-known examples of faith leading to victory is the story of David and Goliath. David, a young shepherd boy, stood before a giant warrior who was feared by an entire army. By human standards, he had no chance of winning. He had no armor, no experience in battle, and no physical advantage. Yet, what David lacked in size and weaponry, he made up for in faith. He did not see Goliath as an impossible enemy. Instead, he saw him as an opportunity for God to demonstrate his power. David declared that the battle was not his, but the Lord's, and with a single stone, he defeated the giant. His victory was not due to skill or strength, but to his absolute trust in God's ability to fight for him. Faith changes the way a person views their battles. Without faith, struggles appear overwhelming and challenges seem insurmountable. Fear takes over and doubt weakens the spirit. But with faith, everything shifts. Difficulties become opportunities, trials become tests of endurance, and suffering becomes a pathway to greater strength. Faith does not eliminate struggles, but it gives a person the courage to face them without being overcome by them. It instills confidence that there is a higher purpose behind every challenge, and that even when the outcome is uncertain, the victory is already secured. One of the greatest misconceptions about faith is that it is only necessary when everything is falling apart. While faith is indeed a refuge in times of crisis, it is also essential in everyday life. It is the inner strength that keeps a person grounded when things are going well, and the anchor that holds them steady when storms arise. Faith is not just about believing in good times. It is about standing firm in the face of adversity, trusting that every setback is temporary and that perseverance will lead to triumph. Another critical aspect of faith is that it is not based on emotions or circumstances. Many people allow their faith to waver depending on how they feel or what is happening around them. When things go well, they are confident and strong, but when difficulties arise, they begin to doubt. True faith, however, is constant. It is a firm conviction that remains unshaken regardless of external circumstances. It is the ability to keep moving forward even when nothing makes sense, to trust in a greater plan even when it is not yet visible. Faith also requires action. It is not passive. It demands movement. Believing in victory is not enough. One must step forward and fight for it. Just as David did not just stand before Goliath and hope for a miracle, but took action with full confidence in his victory, faith calls for boldness and determination. It means speaking words of hope instead of fear, making decisions based on trust rather than doubt, and refusing to be paralyzed by obstacles. Faith does not sit on the sidelines. It moves forward even when the path is unclear. Faith is the key to victory because it aligns the heart and mind with a higher power. It shifts focus from fear to confidence, from weakness to strength, and from defeat to triumph. When faith is present, there is no battle too great, no struggle too overwhelming, and no challenge too difficult. Victory belongs to those who choose to believe, stand firm, and fight with unwavering trust that the battle has already been won. Prayer is one of the most powerful tools available to anyone facing a battle. It is more than just a routine or a religious act. It is a direct line to divine strength, guidance, and wisdom. Many people view prayer as a last resort, something to turn to when all else fails. However, prayer should be the first weapon drawn in any battle, the foundation upon which victory is built. It is in prayer that strength is renewed, fears are cast away, and clarity is found amidst confusion. One of the most remarkable aspects of prayer is that it connects a person to a power greater than themselves. In times of struggle, human strength and wisdom often fall short. There are moments when problems seem too complex, emotions too overwhelming, and solutions too distant. But prayer shifts the burden from human limitations to divine intervention. It is an act of surrender, acknowledging that while personal effort is important, ultimate victory comes from a higher source. This realization alone brings peace because it reminds the individual that they are not alone in the battle. Prayer is not only about asking for help, it is about aligning one's heart and mind with truth. When people pray, they are reminded of who they are and the strength available to them. Fear, doubt, and anxiety lose their grip when confronted with the reassurance that comes through prayer. It is a moment of realignment where negative thoughts are replaced with faith and despair is exchanged for hope. Prayer transforms the inner battlefield first, allowing for external battles to be faced with confidence and courage. Another crucial aspect of prayer is that it invites clarity and wisdom. When emotions run high and challenges seem insurmountable, decision-making can become clouded. Many people make impulsive choices out of fear, frustration, or desperation, only to regret them later. Prayer provides the stillness needed to gain perspective. It allows the mind to settle and the heart to be guided in the right direction. Through prayer, wisdom is received and steps can be taken with confidence rather than confusion. Prayer also strengthens resilience. The greatest victories in life often require endurance. Many battles are not won overnight, but demand persistence, patience, and unwavering faith. When individuals engage in consistent prayer, they build spiritual endurance. Just as physical exercise strengthens the body over time, regular prayer strengthens the soul. It develops a mindset that refuses to give up, no matter how long or difficult the fight may be. Those who rely on prayer understand that setbacks are not the end, but rather stepping stones toward ultimate victory. One of the most inspiring examples of the power of prayer is seen in the lives of those who have faced impossible odds and emerged victorious. Throughout history, countless individuals have stood firm in the face of adversity, drawing their strength from prayer. Whether in times of personal loss, crisis, or overwhelming opposition, prayer has been the anchor that kept them steady. It has given them the courage to keep moving forward when everything around them suggested otherwise. Prayer is also a source of peace in the midst of chaos. In the heat of battle, fear and anxiety can easily take control. Worry about the future, uncertainty about outcomes, and doubts about personal ability can create mental and emotional turmoil. However, prayer shifts focus from the problem to the solution, from fear to faith. It reminds the individual that they are not fighting alone and that there is a greater force at work on their behalf. Prayer is not just about changing circumstances, it is about changing the person who prays. It transforms the heart, strengthens the mind, and prepares the individual for victory. It is the ultimate weapon against doubt, fear, and discouragement. Those who make prayer a priority in their battles will find that they do not just survive struggles, they overcome them. Victory belongs to those who turn to prayer, trusting that every battle faced is already won through divine strength and guidance. The Word of God is one of the most powerful weapons in any spiritual battle. It is not just a collection of ancient texts or moral teachings. It is a living, active force that has the power to transform minds, strengthen hearts, and equip individuals for victory. When faced with struggles, doubts, and challenges, the Word serves as a guiding light, revealing truth and providing the wisdom needed to overcome any obstacle. It is often referred to as the sword of the Spirit, emphasizing its role as a defensive and offensive weapon in the fight against fear, temptation, and deception. One of the greatest struggles people face in life is the battle of the mind. Negative thoughts, fear, anxiety, and self-doubt often take hold, leading to discouragement and inaction. This is why filling the mind with the truth found in the Word is so crucial. When a person is equipped with the promises of God, they are able to counter the lies that try to take root. Instead of believing they are weak, they declare, "I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me." Instead of being overcome by fear, they stand on the truth that God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. The more a person immerses themselves in the Word, the stronger they become in resisting the negative forces that try to defeat them. Beyond encouragement, the Word provides direction. Many people wander through life uncertain of their purpose or unsure of what steps to take. In times of confusion, turning to the Word offers clarity and wisdom. It provides principles for making decisions, guidance for handling difficult situations, and insight into how to navigate life's challenges. Instead of making choices based on emotions or external pressures, a person who relies on the Word makes decisions rooted in truth, ensuring that they remain on the path to victory. The Word also acts as a source of strength in moments of weakness. Life's battles can be exhausting, and there are times when the weight of struggles feels too heavy to bear. However, Scripture reminds believers that they do not fight alone. It declares, "The Lord is my strength and my shield. My heart trusts in Him, and He helps me." Knowing that there is divine strength available brings endurance, perseverance, and renewed energy to keep going. The Word empowers people to press forward even when everything around them suggests giving up. Temptation is another major battle that people face, and the Word is a shield against it. When Jesus was tempted in the wilderness, He did not argue or rely on His own strength. He used Scripture to combat the lies and temptations presented to Him. Each time the enemy tried to deceive Him, He responded with the Word, saying, "It is written." This is a powerful example of how believers should handle temptation. Instead of being swayed by emotions or circumstances, they must stand on the truth and declare what is written. By knowing and speaking the Word, they can resist the forces that try to pull them away from their purpose. Meditating on the Word also brings peace in times of turmoil. Life's battles are not just physical or external, they are deeply emotional and spiritual. Worry, stress, and uncertainty can weigh heavily on the heart, making it difficult to move forward. However, the Word offers comfort and reassurance, reminding individuals that they are not abandoned in their struggles. It promises that the Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. Holding on to these truths provides a deep, unshakable peace that no external situation can take away. Victory in spiritual battles is not achieved through human effort alone, but through the power of the Word. Those who make it their foundation, their weapon, and their source of strength will find themselves standing firm, no matter what they face. It is not enough to simply read or hear the Word. One must believe it, speak it, and live by it. The more it is embedded in the heart and mind, the more powerful it becomes. Those who rely on the Word in their battles will not only endure, they will emerge victorious. Perseverance is a crucial factor in achieving victory in any battle. It is the ability to keep going despite difficulties, setbacks, and challenges. Many people start their journeys with enthusiasm, whether in faith, personal growth, or overcoming struggles, but as soon as obstacles arise, they begin to waver. True victory, however, belongs to those who refuse to give up. It is not about never facing difficulties. It is about standing firm in the midst of them. Perseverance is the difference between those who are defeated by their struggles and those who rise above them. One of the greatest misconceptions people have is that success or victory should come easily. They assume that if they are on the right path, everything will fall into place effortlessly. However, every great achievement, whether in life, faith, or personal battles, requires persistence. Challenges are not signs that a person is failing, they are often signs that they are progressing. Every struggle faced is an opportunity for growth, and every obstacle overcome is a step closer to victory. Those who persevere understand that difficulty is part of the journey and that quitting is never an option. History is full of stories of individuals who achieved greatness because they refused to give up. Many successful people faced rejection, failure, and hardships before reaching their goals. They could have stopped at the first sign of struggle, but instead they pressed forward. The same principle applies to spiritual and personal battles. Those who persevere in faith, prayer, and action eventually see breakthroughs, while those who give up too soon miss out on the victory that was within their reach. A key aspect of perseverance is maintaining the right mindset. The mind is often the greatest battlefield where thoughts of doubt, fear, and discouragement try to take hold. When facing difficulties, it is easy to believe that the struggle is too great or that victory is impossible. However, perseverance requires shifting focus from the problem to the goal. Instead of dwelling on how hard the journey is, a person must remind themselves of why they started in the first place. They must declare that the struggle is temporary, but the reward of victory is eternal. Another important factor in perseverance is learning from failures. Many people view failure as the end, but in reality, failure is often a stepping stone to success. Every setback provides valuable lessons, revealing weaknesses that need to be strengthened and strategies that need to be adjusted. Those who persevere do not allow failure to define them. Instead, they use it as motivation to improve and keep going. They understand that every challenge they face is shaping them into a stronger, wiser, and more resilient person. Faith plays a crucial role in perseverance. When difficulties arise, it is faith that keeps a person moving forward. Without faith, discouragement can take over, leading to doubt and defeat. But with faith, even the most difficult battles become bearable. Faith reminds individuals that they are not alone, that there is a greater purpose behind their struggles, and that victory is already promised. It is faith that provides the strength to endure when everything else says to give up. Perseverance is also built through consistency. Just as an athlete must train daily to build strength and endurance, individuals must practice perseverance in their daily lives. This means staying committed to their goals, standing firm in their beliefs, and refusing to let temporary struggles define their future. The more a person exercises perseverance, the stronger it becomes. Over time, they develop the ability to face even greater challenges with confidence and determination. In the end, perseverance is what separates those who overcome from those who are overcome. Victory does not belong to the strongest or the most talented. It belongs to those who refuse to quit. Those who push forward, no matter how difficult the journey, will eventually see the results of their endurance. They will look back and realize that every struggle was worth it, every challenge made them stronger, and every moment of perseverance brought them closer to the victory they were destined to achieve. Gratitude is a powerful force that transforms the way battles are fought and won. In the midst of struggles, it is easy to focus on what is going wrong, the challenges faced, or the pain endured. However, shifting the focus to gratitude changes the perspective entirely. Instead of being overwhelmed by difficulties, a person begins to see the blessings, the progress made, and the strength that has carried them through. Gratitude does not ignore struggles. It acknowledges them while choosing to recognize the good that still exists. One of the greatest benefits of gratitude is that it shifts the mindset from defeat to victory. When faced with challenges, many people become discouraged and start believing that they are losing the battle. However, taking time to be grateful reveals that they have already won many small victories along the way. Every moment of endurance, every step forward, and every lesson learned is a victory in itself. Gratitude helps individuals see that they are stronger than they once were, that they have overcome past struggles, and that they have the ability to overcome whatever comes next. Gratitude also strengthens faith. When a person takes time to remember the ways they have been helped in the past, it builds confidence for the future. They recall times when they felt hopeless but found a way through, moments when they thought they would fail but ended up succeeding. This remembrance fuels faith, reminding them that if they overcame before, they can overcome again. Instead of doubting their ability to make it through their current battle, they trust that they will find a way, just as they always have. Another important aspect of gratitude is that it brings peace in the midst of chaos. When surrounded by struggles, fear and anxiety can take over, making it difficult to think clearly or find hope. But when a person begins to express gratitude, a sense of peace follows. They stop dwelling on what they lack and start appreciating what they have. They recognize that even in the middle of a battle, there is still good in their life. People who support them, lessons that have shaped them, and inner strength that continues to grow. This peace allows them to move forward with confidence rather than being paralyzed by fear. Gratitude also fuels perseverance. Many people give up in battles because they feel overwhelmed by how far they still have to go. However, gratitude reminds them of how far they have already come. It shifts the focus from the remaining struggle to the progress that has already been made. When a person acknowledges the victories, no matter how small, they gain the motivation to keep going. They recognize that each day is a step forward and that giving up would mean throwing away all the progress they have fought so hard for. Gratitude is a choice. In every battle, there will be struggles, but there will also be blessings. Choosing to focus on the good, even in the midst of hardship, brings strength, peace, and the endurance needed to reach victory. Gratitude transforms not only the battle, but also the person fighting it, shaping them into someone who sees hope, embraces strength, and walks confidently toward triumph.